Good morning. It's Monday. Everybody's working. We got Dave behind me. He's packing up some stuff to be shipped. Jan's in the fab room. He's not quite sure what he's working on. I think I know. But Bob and John are up in the fuselage, furiously wiring the fire suppression system. And John is under here polishing because he loves to polish. And I've been working on these frames. So what we're going to do now, I'm still curious about this. We have no idea why this 1/8" spacer plate was installed there on the center line. So I've got all the clecos out of this. I'm retaining these with a few screws. This is a seal retainer for the clamshell canopies. So now I'm getting ready to install our Copilot's clamshell. This has been sitting up gathering dust. As a matter of fact, I just cleaned this off. It had a 1/4 inch of dust on it, but it looks pretty good. So I'm going to get Jan's help, and we're going to put this up there and see how it fits. So stand by. All right, so we're running into a problem that we kind of knew about when Jan and Dave put all this together years ago, but we're having a collision with the hooks. As you can see, this is not sitting down properly. We can latch this, but when we do, we got a huge gap in here. So what Jan's doing right now, we're going to take all the hardware out and we're going to start over and see what's going on. So stand by. All right, so I've got the clamshell pulled off of this, and Jan's recollecting now the problems that we had back then, but we were nowhere near this point. So to that end, he had never tightened down these screws that hold the glass and the framing in. So I'm going to take all of that off. Again, like I say, these hoops here, which are different from the standard A26 stuff, these are very robust, but they're colliding. So we're on a mission now to find out why. So I'm going to strip all of this out, and we're just going to go with the bare frame and see how that fits. And doing it without the glass in it will make it a lot less fragile, and I have to worry about breaking the glass, heaven forbid. So stand by and I'll get back with you. All right, I've got this frame all stripped down. It's a whole lot lighter and easier to manipulate. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the airplane. All right, let's climb up here and see what that means. Okay, up here, this all looks like it's got the right gap till we start getting back here. So we've got a problem. So stand by. All right, so I don't know how well this is going to, I don't know how well this is going to be able to see, but it looks like these are colliding with that latch. This works, this works. This one looks real good. This one will go down. This one will go down, but we've got a problem back here. And it may be both this screw and this rivet. Let me get underneath here. Okay. It's clear that this one rivet over here it's very clear that that rivet right there is a problem. This screw is not yet a problem, but might be in the future. So we'll let the fellas get back from lunch and see what they want to do. So stand by again. Let's take a look around the airport. So they're making great strides on this hangar. And that hangar over there, they're getting it pretty well fully enclosed. So looks like they'll have hangars that will sustain life. Anyway, let's go in the hangar. Last week when I was talking on this, Jen was doing some fabrication like he's always doing. He keeps hoping he's going to run out of things to fabricate, but I keep assuring him, not ever. Let me show you what he was doing last week. So we talked about our vacuum manifold that's out of a A26. Well, that's got a mount. That's going to mount right there, right on the top of our electrical panel. So all the noise that Jan was making the other day is being turned into this. This is going to be our mounting bracket for the vacuum manifold. When he gets closer to being done, I'll show it to you again. In the meantime, I put in because of the GoFundMe, I put in a bid for our ADS-B box. And I also talked to the avionics guy to see if he's got a directional gyro and a artificial horizon that are 28 volt electric, and he's going to check on those. He's also the guy supplying the radios for us. So anyway, we'll see how the day gets on, and I'll get back to you. One of the things, now that we're getting to where we are, we're looking for the little nitpicky things that have to be done. We don't have a big scope that we can plan the day around so that I know what I'm going to tell you. It's just kind of what happens during the day. And if we can't do this one thing because we need labor or parts or whatever it may be that we can't do ourselves, then we just move on to the next thing. So that's why it's kind of haphazard and seeing what jobs we can get out of the way. So stand by and I'll be back. All right, so we've been playing with this canopy. That's what we have started out doing, is attacking this. We also took out that spacer plate. We're going to try to go back with what Douglas had originally as far as this goes. These are a huge upgrade to what Douglas had originally with a whole different mechanism. These are very robust. These are huge pins that lock this in, and they're tapered. So when that comes in, it latches pretty severely. And here's the ring that it's latching into. And so now we just got to figure out, our problem is that we're not able to move this into the frame enough as it stands. So we're going to have to do some engineering and figure out what we have to do to be able to move that in. And so when we come up with that solution, we'll be back. All right, well, so been having help from Steve. We've been working on this window frame. And hang on a minute. All right, we have it where we think it ought to look. A nice little gap across there. It's fairly close to matching what's up front and in the back. And we got rid of that 1/8 inch spacer. And I think it's going to be okay. But we'll talk to the powers that be and see where we go from here. The next thing will be is if everything's okay, we're going to put the glass back in this plexiglass and see how rigid it makes the frame and see if we've made any mistakes. So stand by. So I just walked into the hangar and we got a package. Let me open this puppy up and show you what it is. Stand by. So hang on to that. Bob is holding the camera because he's camera shy. But he's going to like what this package is. Oh, even some Twizzlers for you. This is from DAS Part Sales. And it's our GDL 88. This is our ADSB box, complete with certification papers. So Bob now has stuff to do.
Wow, that is beautiful.
So we've got that. Bob's a happy camper. He just don't know it. And then we have the racks for the radios, one back plate. So we'll try to get the other back plate and try to get this stuff in the dash. It's going to be cool. Stand by. Here's an update to the bracket for the vacuum manifold. This is where Jan's at so far, building this really robust bracket. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so Jan's basically got this all fabricated up. She's a beaut. That'll mount in the airplane. This will be the forward face. And then this will go on the back side. This will take care of the red ball hoses.
That show vacuum.
Yep. So anyway, really cool stuff. That's why we keep him around. All right, so we've got the co-pilot's canopy frame fairly well fitted. It looks like it's going to work. So the next step is going to be we're going to loosely assemble the plexiglass onto the frame. Then we'll put it back up there, make sure it's latched and tied down where we want it to as far as the frame goes. And then we'll start tightening down all the screws and the nuts. So stand by. So I want to explain a little more about these canopies and how they work. Right now, when Jan was working on this before, he'd put Gorilla Tape or something like that on here, and we're going to use a different kind of stuff. This stuff is a sticky back and it's felt. It's going to wrap around the windshield and it'll just make for a softer cushion for the glass going in the frame to keep it from doing things like cracking. But now, so here's the bottom of the window frame. Let me show you where that goes. All right. So right here is the point where that barrel sleeve goes in. And when it's in place, then you put the emergency handle back up. And what should happen is these pins down in here, this part will pop up. It'll pop up like that, lock the window in place, and then this pin will go through a hole over top of this, right down in there, and that's what keeps the window in. And then we've already talked about everything that's going on in here. So now it's just a matter of getting that window bolted into the window frame, and then we'll bring it back up here and try it. It was too difficult to try to put the nuts and bolts in up here, so we took it down to the floor, and we're going to loosely put everything together, and then we'll bring it up here and try it out, make sure that it fits, and then we'll start tightening things down.
You're gonna nest that, let that nest that in there. Watch fingers.
So right now we're installing the felt that will protect the glass from metal parts, trimming it out so that it'll be one nice continuous line.
Is that coming down? Your second roll. Okay, good. Good. Okay, there's that for now.
Okay, and then in here we have to cut out basically
Some
wedges
right there.
to get this to conform to the underside of the corner. Oh, the joys of losing your fingertips. Okay. Don't try to use the back side of the blade.
What do you think, it's dull?
No, yeah, it might be dull. Here's a here's a clear transparency. I have done that before. Grab the wrong side of the blade.
Okay.
All right. So there's one side of, got 3 more to go. All right. So let me turn this around, show you what we've been doing for the last 2 hours. We've got this plexiglass all wrapped up in this really nice felt, and it's ready to go on the frame. But we're out of time today, so we're going to come back to this Monday. Anyway, glad you could all come watch my videos. Hopefully you'll stick around for more. We're going to get this airplane in the air one of these days. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.